and we're eventually going to get race start. I'm still up in the air if I'm doing 5:30 or 6 a.m. start. Alright, we'll see how the trail is. Mile 3, this is tough for sure. First aid station is like 4.5, so we'll keep on going. Aid station. Thank you guys. Good morning.
I should be silent.
Yeah, I have a vlog going on here. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm in the back of the pack. We just did about 7.5 miles of just straight hill climbing, and it's a race for sure. I'm doing a lot more power hiking and walking, and right now I'm just hoping to finish before the cutoff time. But either way, I'm bound and determined to finish. I'm just going to be consistent, be really steady, and finish this race. It's about, I think, 85 degrees, so as you can tell, I'm just drenched in sweat. The flies are flying all around me. Hint, hint, I reek. So, get to the next aid station. I'm going to spend about 5 minutes there, and so right there's my view. So, you know, it's great. Right now I'm just keeping my thoughts positive since I am completely alone right now. So, my theory is if I just keep my feet moving, I'll finish this thing. 31 miles is a long distance, so if I just keep moving, I'll get there, and it doesn't matter when. I got all day to do this. Alright, back at it, guys. We're about approaching the second aid station, and we are at 9.12 right now. So, still slow and steady, still doing it. My right foot is kind of acting up, which is funny because it's not the foot I had a stress fracture on. So I'm gonna get the sand on my shoes, take a few moments at this aid station, and kind of keep going on. So we're almost halfway through. So I keep telling myself I'm not focusing on the mileage, just one foot in front of the other. Oh, look at that beautiful aid station. Made it to the top of Majestic Peak. There's the elevation over there. Now for the downhill. Flies love me right now. So we're at 26.5 miles. So we only have about 5 miles left. But I'm definitely in the pain cave. Everything pretty much hurts right now. But I haven't thrown up none of that, so just kind of powering it out to the next aid station, get everything wet again, and it's about like 95 degrees.
Started the race.
Am I starting
Or you waiting for the bus run?
Well, yeah, just driving in my rental car to a new location, and then Google taking me to the totally wrong location, and I just like, no one else is here. I don't think I'm in the right spot. So I had to re-Google, and it was like 5 miles up the road. So I followed that and parked and finally loaded up on the bus, and there's probably only like 20-30 people on the bus because I was on the first bus, and there's only about 89 people
scheduled to do the 50K anyways, and then our bus driver missed the turn. So we were like all started late, and we were supposed to start at 6 a.m. and it didn't end up starting till 6:15 p.m. or a.m. guys, not p.m. And yeah, getting there, it was dark. It was just, as soon as I heard veterans of that race tell us how hard it was going to be, I started doubting that I could even do it. And there was so much uphill, like so much from the get-go. It was 21 miles of just straight up the mountain, tons of switchbacks. So we did 21 miles of that. We got to the top of the mountain, and we went right, or we had to go up Majestica Peak. There we go. And we went up to that, which was very rocky, very shelly, very steep. So going up and down that was not very runnable, and I had to power hike a lot of that, even though it was only a total of 2 miles on that part. Then you come out, and there's an aid station, and then you go back to the right, and it's like 6 miles that direction, 6 miles back, and then you hit the same exact aid station like 4 times, and you have to go back up that Majestica Peak again, and that's the final, and then you run 11 miles straight down all those switchbacks, which were incredibly steep, so you end up going really fast down them. And when you're tired and sore already in the hamstrings and glutes, and to go down 11 miles very steeply, your feet are very sore, and the pain cave really began for me going down to the downward, even though I was really looking forward to going downhill. It wasn't the most pleasant, and it started getting, the lower we got, the hotter it started getting. So those last 5 miles were about 95 degrees plus whatever our body heat was at that point, which obviously wasn't very low because we've already ran 24 miles at that point. And we had 31.7 to go, so yeah.
Mental preparation.
Mental preparation. Well, I think what really mentally prepared me was actually the book I'm reading right now by Travis Macy called The Ultra Mindset, and it's not just for running, it's also for your everyday life and just how to be a better business owner, a better parent, a better wife, and a better friend. But also has a lot to do with running, but just what he said about his dad who did the Leadville 100 the first year it came out, and he was very underprepared for that race, and to me was steady, just going steady and keep moving was my theory through the whole thing, and to just not stop moving. And if you just don't stop moving, you're eventually going to get to the finish line no matter how long it takes you. And honestly, it took me 8 hours and 55 minutes to finish that race, so a lot longer than I originally anticipated, but it was an ultra and it was very uphill, and we did go up to about 7,000 elevation, and I never have ran that distance before, so it was also going past a mental wall and distance-wise as well, which was also rough. But I just kind of said what my daughter tells me a lot when she's excited. She just kind of go. She goes, go, 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 go. So that's what kept me going through the last 5 miles, because it was pretty awful. I can't say I didn't think about DNFing, because I momentarily did, because it was awful. But I finished, so I'm happy and proud of that. And just getting the finisher's medal, and just to say that you did it, that was a lot for me. And yeah, I would probably only DNF if literally something was broken. I'd have to be in a lot more pain than what I was in.
Pacing. Kept your feet moving at a rhythm.
Pacing. As soon as I realized how much uphill we were going to have, I went to power hiking really fast, because I just knew running the whole thing, I did not have the endurance for that. And a lot of other people, I had probably 30 people around me power hiking as well. So in ultras, power hiking is a thing. You don't really fully run ultras unless you're an elite athlete, which I am not an elite athlete. It was my first 50K, so mine was just to get to the finish and not feel completely miserable, which I feel like I pretty achieved, because there was people throwing up and cramping, and so at least I never experienced any of that. So I did feel fairly good for not having any that type of discomfort. So pacing, it said I was doing, my watch said I was doing about 15 minutes a mile, so I wasn't going severely fast, but we had 21 miles of uphill, so I just wanted a really good pace in power hiking.
Nutrition along the way.
Nutrition is key. If you are going to be doing a 50K, you need to eat. I know there's a lot of supplements out there that say they replace real food, but just teach your body to eat food and eat nutrition, because you will need that. Your body it's working so hard. So just feed it really good whole food. Avoid the junk on the aid station tables and just stick with whole food, which for me was the boiled potatoes and salt that they had. They had bananas, the PBJs I was in love with, and they also just had straight up bread, and I did do some of that. And they had some electrolyte tabs, and I'm not huge on try new products when you do runs, but I definitely forgot electrolytes, so I had them put electrolyte tablets in my bladder, which I think really helped, because I went through 4 of my bladders, which equals out to 1.5 gallons just for that run, because we were sweating so much. Dehydration was definitely going to happen if we didn't keep on water and electrolytes.
Keep it simple. Drop bags.
Oh, drop bags. Yeah, I never, I probably should have done a little better on my drop bags, because on this specific race, there was a lot of gnats and a lot of flies, and I did not even think about bringing bug spray, and 5 miles of just having profuse flies around your face, buzzing. They were going in my ears, down my mouth, up my nose. It was irritating. I was so frustrated. The gal behind me saw my arms flail a couple times, and she offered her bug spray in her drop bag, which I gladly took, and I sprayed it on my hat and on the back of my back, and I had no problems after that. So yeah, if you're gonna be in a hotter race or anything in summer, or wooded areas, there's gonna be bugs, so bring bug spray. And sunscreen was huge. I was dumb, and the day before went swimming in the ocean, hung out and had a beach day, and forgot to sunscreen myself. So I also started that race with a giant sunburn, and then I got more of a sunburn because how much we were in the sun. I did have sunscreen. I applied it 3 times, but I still burnt even more. So it's kind of crispy at the end of that.
After this race, what have you taken away from it?
How strong I really am, and never to give up just because you don't think you're anywhere near the finish or anywhere to even get food at the end. Just keep on going. And that, I think, applies so much to regular life, because sometimes there's just switchbacks the whole race, and you're just like, oh, we're almost there. Oh, we're almost there. And it shows me sometimes you just give up too soon, and we don't realize good things are really about to come in our life, but just don't give up, even though you're like, oh, it should have came long ago. We're already past there. Why isn't my life getting any better? So I think Justin teaches you to be strong, teaches you to be patient, and
Final thoughts that you would like others to know.
you've done your training for whatever you're training for. Trust your training. Do not go out too fast. Definitely do not go out too fast. And just go at your specific pace, because at the end of the day, if you feel good about your finish, that's all that matters. And just getting to the finish line, it doesn't matter what your time is, that you're a winner no matter what.